thumbnaili on kirjoitettu kyllä nyt ihan päin persettä, mutta ei se mitään, ei välitetä. Välitetty siitä tästä kenellä, että se on aivan hyvin. On vammainen tämä tehtävä, mutta ei nyt itkut auta, se on nyt perkele, se on tehtävä vaan. Oi vi. Moro. Saakeli. Moro. Huti. Blah 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 blah
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide?
Olkaas nyt
With
hiljaa,
the
että me
oil mains
päästään
all
hommiin.
destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Ihan hirveästi tässä noussut, mutta no. Jonkin verran kuitenkin.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Helvetillä mun pitäis tuonne päästä. Millä vitulla? Mä on se nyt tännekin päästy. Niin joo, ei tarvinnut edes päästä tonne ton pesälle asti tuolla varjolla.
Excellent job. If you could get that eagle egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the lumberjack games.
Vittu mä en ymmärrä yhtään sitä. Minkä takia tämäkin piti tehdä niinku vaikean kautta?
Great work, Sly.
Vaan. Joo. Mä oon vähän pukas. Vääränä. Oi herrekestas.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside. To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery. Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat. Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook. Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery? 3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position. Finally, I get the easy gig.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Now to hack the steering controls. Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position. I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery. The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing. The second hook's in place. One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty. I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen. That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in. The Lumberjack Games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Basson at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Basson up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Basson from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Basson's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
Cheating. Perpe.
I can hardly hear myself think with all those trees making such a racket. Just cut them down tomorrow. Those no-good, lazy petticoat guards of mine, I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers. That arpeggio, always lording his la-di-da blimp over me. If he weren't so gall-darn smart, I'd use him for kindling. Yeah, that west field. The trees there are thicker than a plague of locusts. Oh, lumberjack games, lumberjack games. I'm gonna play me some lumberjack games. Gonna split me some lumberjack wood. And that's always good. I've felled some great oaks this month, and these creaky bones are pleased. If that old arpeggio needs another Northern Light battery, he's gonna have to trade me for the clockwork brain. I hear what you're saying, Duck, but when I look at a grove of trees, I see commerce. It takes $1 to make $1, but I bought this here chainsaw and made me $100. Oh, my back's killing me. Thank Jiminy for the Canadian.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talents from Jean Basson. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the clockwork talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try. Just as I thought. Nothing but an amateur axeman. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Basan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Vitun surkea kilipikonna saatana. Vitun mamma. Miten helvetti tuota väistää? Laittoi sitten noita kinttuja. Voi helvetti.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
Voi vittu.
sad cane of yours isn't helping you any. Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of power climbing.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto Bison. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
Mitä helvettiä?
I am king of the mountain!
Lopeta se tähtääminen noin.
What? No applause for that masterful display of climbing?
Oi herran pieksuja.
I am king of the mountain!
Mikä tuo Jeesuksen fjonga on, minkä se tuossa heittää lopuksi? Oi. Se tänään koukku edes mennyt tarpeeksi pitkään.
What? No applause for
Miksi
that
tuossa pitää tulla tuo
masterful
saatanan
display of
katsiini
climbing?
koko ajan? Vitun idiootti läski, saatana. Mitä helvettiä? Menee suoraan päin, mutta ei.
I am king of the mountain! It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10? I see we're tied with only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last. a spinning log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
You disgrace my competition with that performance. Watch how a skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bisson's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all three judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take
Kaikki
their
varmaan
place at
tajus.
the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
That's a great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Mulla ei varmaan herätyskello edes käytössä. Eipä tietenkään. Oi vitun. Köntänä saatana. Vittikö nyt oikeesti yrittää? Ei taivas. Vittua tuo Gemoni tekee. Jumalauta. Vittu meni hermot. Mitä vittua? Saatanan talidomidi-ankka hypännyt tuo. Oh, saatana. Mitä vittu? Ja nyt siitä tuli sitten umpikuuro yhtäkkiä. Mitä vittua? Otanan kellokila. No niin, jäs. Mit? Ei kuule. Ei mukaan niinku havaitte mitään, kun se kellokila jää tuossa muutaman metrin päässä. Sitten kun on lähemmäs 10 metriä. No kattokaa nyt, tuossa ei edes osaa lähteä tuolta pois. On 20 sekuntia näiden saatanan bugien takia joka vitun hyppy. Se saatanan paskansorsa ei taas kuule yhtään. Kili saatanan ankka. Tuo vitun laivaartoa tuo saatana läskihepo pääsee tuolta luolasta pois. Se voisi juosta tuohon jo valmiiksi. Miten se nyt yhtäkkiä mut näkit sitten tuosta? En mä tänne asti. Mitä vittu? No, toimi.
What? I thought I warned the judges about the consequences for incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the challenge, then why don't you just take them?
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bison must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall. I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick them up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
That's it! Time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. Sly, on my command! I hear you. Prepare yourself, Bison. En garde!
Okay, Walnut. Get ready for a smushing.
Call out which lever I should pull. Let's go! How's that? Sizzle is sizzle! On it. Rumble! Saw blades! Yep.
Cock.
Cook 'em! Done. Lost away!
Vittu.
All right.
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
There you go. 10-4. Yep. On it. Uh-huh. Okay.
Cook 'em.
All right. How's that?
Eat dynamite, turtle.
Ai vittu.
There you go.
Flames.
10-4. On it.
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
Bam! Uh-huh. There you go. All right.
Tarnation. I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle. Times have changed.
Once again, brains triumph over brawn.
Good job, little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
Attention, John Bisson. Arpeggio's carrier blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
The silo battery isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
Shake a leg. That blimp's on its way. As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Bisson's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him. There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Tallennetaan tähän. Älä helvetti. Joo, ei täällä ole vaan save zone, save and quit. No ei sitten. Ei sitten paineta. Oi jumalauta. Mikä? Sehän päin tuolla sellainen, mistä ympäränäpillä saisi kiinni. RP.
instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find him.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build the plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
What?
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the clockwork parts together. Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance. I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's arpeggio.
Ja minä tiedän. Vitun surkea kilpikonna. Kaikki aivan myöhässä.
Neela's here too! There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems. I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along. I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork. And it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducers. Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But... by Jove! It seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place. Excellent!
Sly Cooper! Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew!
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members. All the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right. Hatred. Putting its gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwork his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
Niinpä. Älykäs, mutta ei kovin viisas.
Preposterous! You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwork frame or...
Behold, Herakla is born!
That fucked up.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwork frame, and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight. One of the engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
My skills? Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then, Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out from the top level. Heads up, pal. You've got company. Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderflop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
Aha.
Control booth and pull the plug on this thing. Another engine bites the dust.
No ei. Ja kyllä seuraavaan kertaan loput. Huhhuh.